In the memberships tab of our software, we can create courses, we can create communities, and we can create certificates to give to the people who have completed our courses. I'm going to go through the courses really quick. We're going to go to courses, products, and this is where we can create different courses for our business. You can see here's one, winning with Facebook ads and Instagram ads, but we can go up to create product, and then we can start from scratch. And we can do a sprint course if we want to do a short course, or we can do a marathon course if we want our course to be longer. We're going to do a sprint course for this example. I'm going to show you how it works. So we can name our course, whatever you want to name it. I'm just going to keep it sprint course, create product, and then it'll take us into our course builder where we can actually start building it out. So we have our main section here, and then we have our subcategories. We can click on this main section. It'll take us in to the category title, the description of this category, and then we can add like a little thumbnail for our category over here on the right and upload an image. We can go back, and now each of these are our actual videos of the course, and so we can click on them, and then we can upload a video into each section. We can title each section and what this video is about, maybe have a description of what the video is about down here, and then we can publish it once we have the video uploaded. Maybe we have a thumbnail for the video we want to upload here, and we can also drop any files we want to give people access to. As part of going through this video, we can give them a downloadable file that they can take as a resource of going through this course. And so that's kind of how you can go through, and you can create different videos and put them in here, and you can create a course. And then we can also add videos. If we want to add a lesson, we can add one, and we can say video 1, maybe save that, and then it'll add that down here. We can rearrange the order of the videos just like so. And then we can also add different main categories as well. So we'll go to product structure, click plus, and then we can create a whole new category. And so we can call this like category 1. And then that will be down here, and we can rearrange these, and we can drag category 1 above course contents category here. And we can also preview what our course will look like over here on the right. And so this will give us kind of a live preview of what the viewer would see when they start our course. And so they click start course. It would bring them into video number 1. Normally there'd be a video here, but we didn't upload any, so they're not going to show, and they can kind of go through each of the different lessons and videos just like so. It's a really robust course builder, and it'll help you out a ton. You can use free courses as lead magnets to capture leads. We can make people put in their name, email, and phone number in order to access our course, or you can make these paid courses, and you can actually collect payment from people and make them purchase the course. But we can go to details right here, and we can kind of see the main details of our course. We can add an overall thumbnail, product thumbnail here, and then we can kind of customize some different things here and save that. We can customize the actual layout of the course. We have 3 different themes you can use: Classic, New York, and Nui. Let's say we wanted to use this Classic one. We can actually customize it, so it doesn't have to be exactly how we have it themed here. You can change the background here. You can go to theme settings and change some different things here. That background image would be right here, so you can change the background to something different. The sections you can change as well, the headers, the hero sections, and then we can go down to the lesson progress, and we can change the colors of everything. Just kind of go through here, save the changes, and then once you've saved them, you'll be able to see them. And so you can go through and you can change the styling of the inside of your course and what it will look like to the people who access it. And then once you've changed everything the way that you like it, you can click Save Theme and then Apply Theme here, and it'll apply all the changes that you've made to this theme. Once you've customized everything, you can then go over to certificates, and we can create a certificate after they complete the course that they will get access to. We need to create that certificate first under the certificate section right here, but we can do new, and we can do a certificate template. Let's choose from our different templates that we have here, and let's say we like, this one right here. We'll confirm, and this will use custom values to put in the name of the person who actually accessed the course and went through it, and we can just hit save right here. And then we can go back out of here. We can go to our courses, products. We can choose the sprint course that we were creating right here. We can go to certificates, and now we can add a certificate here. We can click attach certificate, select that one that we just created there, and then we can click save. And now when somebody completes this course all the way through, it'll automatically email them this certificate that they can use as proof that they went through and completed your course. Once the course has been created here, you'll see it here under the products tab under courses, just like we see right here. I need to create an offer around this course so people can actually put in their information and access it. So we can go right here to offers, and then we can create an offer. You can see I already have one for this winning with ads course, but we're going to create one for our new sprint course. It's going to be called Sprint Course. Obviously you would name it whatever your course is about. You'll select our sprint course for this one, and then you can make it free or you can make it paid. If you've integrated your Stripe account or your PayPal account, you'll be able to select paid right here and make this a paid product, but we don't have Stripe connected to this account, so it's just going to show us free. And then we can create this offer, and then it's going to say, to collect payments, we have to connect a payment processor, but that's okay. We're going to make this a free course, and then we can add a little description here. We can add a thumbnail image right over here, and then we can edit pricing if we have our payment processor connected. and then we can go ahead and publish this, and then we're going to hit save. And now we have our sprint course offer right here, and we can literally just copy the link like this, copy it. We can show you what it looks like real quick in a new tab. It'll look like this. The person has to put in their full name, their email. Normally it would show your thumbnail right here. I'll show you the other example of this winning with ads course so you can see what it looks like, but I'll copy this one. We'll paste this one so you can see like what it would look like if you actually set up the thumbnail and everything. It'll ask for email, full name, phone number. If you want to ask for phone number and not just email, if you want email and phone, which I do recommend, you capture phone numbers as well. You can change the settings of the checkout over here under the checkout. And then we can say, all right, we want to capture phone number as well. So extra contact information, we can say collect phone number and then save that. And so we could also collect address if we wanted to, but I think email, name, and phone number is totally fine. And then just save that over here. So I'll show you real quick. If we go back to our offers, we go to the sprint course, we can edit the checkout of this one. And we'll just go back into extra contact information, collect phone numbers, save it. And now it'll ask for phone number as well. Then we can go to offer details. And you can see I uploaded a purple banner up here. So instead of the blue banner, we can change the theme of that to purple or a different color. And we can just choose a file for that like I did there. And then we can make the banner height smaller. So if we only want it to be like 75 pixels, we can do that. And then we can click save and it'll be shortened up at the top so it's not as large of a banner. We can have our poster image, or we can have a video that plays right here that talks a little bit more about the course. So we could add a poster image. I'm just going to pick a file real quick. I just chose this blue background. Obviously we'd have some text here entitling the course and everything so people know, but that'll show up right here. And you could create something like this in Canva with the title of your course, just a thumbnail for your course, but you can edit everything inside of here, save it, and then go back out. And so your course offer will look a little bit more professional and people go to this page and they access your course. If we go to courses and then go to settings, this is where we can edit the email that sends out when somebody fills in their name, email, and phone number and they access our course. We can just do a default welcome email template, or we can create an email template in our marketing tab over here. And we'll do that by clicking here and then clicking new template. And we can add in our own email template, welcoming them to the course, giving them their username and password and all of that information that they need to access the course. But by default, you don't have to worry about that. This email will send them their username, their password, and the link to log into the course if they log back out. And so everything will be in this default welcome email template if you don't want to customize and put your own there. So that's everything you need to know about creating courses. We're going to jump over to the communities tab, and communities, we talked about this a little bit in the previous videos, where you can create groups and you can name the group, you can describe the group URL, maybe name it after your business, the group description of what this group is about. It's a community, a place where people can log into, they can access your courses, different resources from you, they can chat back and forth as a live chat where you can chat with different group members. It's just a great place you can send your customers to, give them access to a community of people that are like them and paying clients of your business. You can change the brand color, the favicon logo, a cover image, and then a logo, and then you can create your group. And then it'll ask you to create your profile for the group. You're going to be the group admin, and so you could just put your name here, and you could put a bio about yourself. I'm just going to do John Smith again, just for ease. And then it'll have you upload an image of yourself. I'm just going to upload this blank background and then complete. And now you have this community where people can go and they can go through learning, which will have your courses here. You can add that course that we just created. We can add that sprint course or our ads course that we had. And then we can make people pay for it or give it for free. And then we can click add course. So anybody who has access to our community can now access this sprint course that we put together. We can go to members and see all the members that are in the group, leaderboards. If you have different goals and things that people can achieve, you can have leaderboards. And then we can have discussion where people can message back and forth, and we can create channels that people can message inside of. These communities are really, really cool and just a great place you can send your paying clients to give them a community of other like-minded people that can help each other learn and grow together. If you want to change the link in which people will log into your community at, you can go to communities, settings, and then you can change this link. If your business is called like Business 101, you could add that there, and then you can update your domain if it's not taken by somebody else using our software. And you can use that as your domain name. So it'll be business101app.clientclub.net, where people will log in to your community. And the same with your courses too. If you go to settings on your courses, you can create your own custom domain just like so. And you can add your own custom domain where people can log into the course, or you can just use one here and you can type in the same thing, business 101, and use that. So it'll be business 101 memberships.msgsndr.com. You can title it and kind of update your information here. Overall, some really cool tools that you can use here. You can create courses, you can give them away for free as lead magnets to capture people's information, or you can make paid courses and actually charge people for them. You can create communities for all of your clients to join, and you can nurture people in there, or you can make a community for just leads and get people to join it for some sort of free value, and then you could turn them into paying clients through your community, and then you can create your certificates after somebody completes your course that you can give to them, showing them that they completed it. But just some really powerful features here to help you scale and grow your business. I'll see you guys in the next video.